Update number 4, September 10, 2020. Still working on the exhaust system bracketry. So let me show you where I'm at. I drilled these holes to the proper size. I think the tap holes, pre-tap holes, are 11/32 right here, and then I also countersunk them with this tool here that I had since Autobahn. It's a very nice one, and I was always very conservative of using that thing because I don't know how to sharpen them. I think I can figure it out, but still. So I'm tapping these holes. I did this one. I'll show you how that one goes. Obviously, you need a pretty good tap, of course. Obliviously. So I wish this thing was easier to lower. This thing over here. Well, let me try it. Come crashing down on me. Oh, I guess that wasn't too bad, right? That's lower. I should lock them anyway, in case I pick it up and they'll trip me. I hate that. I hate that when it happens. I hate it. Alrighty, let's even get you lower yet. To the tool itself and the work piece. This one's done already. This one I got to do yet. Let's see how it goes. Put my glovey wubbies on. Oh boy. Put my gloves on. And this is 5/16/18. Put a little slider on here. Again, keep it cool and lubricated. Now, Neil Marquardt used to always tell me that he has never broken a tap. I don't care how small it was. And I don't think there is a person in the world that could say that, but he was honest about it, and I believed him. He never broke a tap. And he drilled quite a, he tapped quite a bit of pieces of steel, but he did have one more thing to say about that. He said he's never broken a tap since the last one. So he was just being honest. I've broken them. Haven't broken too many of them, but I've broken a few. You can feel it about when the thing is about ready to give up on you. And the best thing to do is just stop and back it off just a hair and then continue forward. But this one is a very sharp tap. I can feel it cutting pretty well. And I just kind of hesitate every so often, which gives the steel a little bit time to soften up. Because it work hardens as you're tapping, however a little bit, but you can feel it. And if you stop, it gives it time to relax and go. Now, this is a 2-fluted tap. I love them because they're just so much stronger than the 3-fluted or even 4. But the 2 is the best. Love 2-fluted taps. 2-fluted as in 1 flute, 2 flute. Let's get a screw. So in the end, this is what it's going to be. You got the clearance pad. I'll put washers on there later. I bought some washers. See how they line up perfectly because I transferred them? So the idea here is to back you up a little bit. Sorry guys, I'm trying to raise this thing now using the crank. The cranker. So the idea of this is to weld this plate to the body of the frame. Now you have this on there, but I will have the brackets running out, you know what I mean, welded to this. But now at least it's removable. I can unscrew these. This tapping plate will remain on the frame. It's not that heavy. It might be a quarter pound or so. But that's how it's done. So I just need to do this one yet, along with this plate. And then we'll get moving. Will I get the brackets done today? Though I had other stuff going on. Shopping 2 times. And just trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how Zane's going to get at that, at those fittings. But I'm hoping they'll be quarter inch. Oh no, 3/8 pipe tap. That's what I'm hoping. I have my doubts. If it's not, well, actually that will seal up, being tapered, because that's the same size it is for this one right here. This hole right here. I got my finger out here. Let me get my finger. You can see my finger better than the glove. See that right there? That, let's see, where am I? Right there. This hole here. Where we go with my finger? That's 3/8 something. If it's straight, it doesn't really matter because that taper seals itself up against the aluminum and the brass. And it's good that it's brass because aluminum and steel is very close on that chart, that chemical chart. What do you call that? Periodical table. It's very close. So it has a galvanic reaction to it. So it'll start grabbing electrons from the aluminum, and the aluminum will just fall apart. And the funny thing is a lot of companies don't know that. So what they'll do is they'll use aluminum plate onto steel plate, bolt it on. I'm talking about in welding or whatever. So now you got high amperage running through there. And next thing you know, it's shorting out, it's sparking across because you don't have enough resistance. Anyway, because it starts pulling material out of the aluminum plate. And then you call the guy up and say, well, we never had that problem. Yeah, baloney. So I explained to him. I says, Google it, you bonehead. So these guys didn't take chemistry and industrial materials or whatever. And that'll pretty much tell you. So you don't ever bolt aluminum to steel. All right. So anyway, that's why it's good to have aluminum with brass, or steel with brass, steel with steel, or steel with different kind of steel, so it doesn't start galling. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm just a little update here, very short video. Cleaned up the place a little bit as I went, but I'm leaving quite a mess over here. I'll try to vacuum all that garbage. But this stuff is looking a little better. I did buy this can of paint. Good stuff, guys. Very good. Washers and 1-inch screws. All right, see you guys. Have a good moment by.